But Ben Johnson and the Bears are coming to town. If you weren't listening to the show yesterday, the stakes have been raised.
Ben Johnson alert. Ben Johnson alert. Ben Johnson alert.
Josh, I believe in Upper Marlboro, had this idea. He called in, and he said, let's have a bet that if the Bears don't have a day offensively, I can't talk about Ben Johnson anymore on the show. My beloved play caller and offensive mind from Chicago. And he went even further and said, I can't play the Ben Johnson alert sounder on the Grant and Danny radio program for the remainder of this football season. And so through the end of the regular season, we've decided, until the start of the playoffs, if Ben Johnson's Bears don't amass 350 yards, the over 349 and a hook, I can't say his name. I have to refer to him as the coach in Chicago or he whom shall not be named. And I can't play the Ben Johnson alert sounder with every great trick play and every big performance as he helps develop Caleb Williams as one of the great offensive minds in league history.
Ben Johnson alert.
This is tough. Now, I will say, as I've thought about it, I did a lot of digging last night on yards per game. 349.5 is a lot. It just doesn't happen as much as you think anymore. You're talking about what would be the number 9 offense in the NFL or so this football season. And there's a lot of reasons for that. So on a technicality, you guys are probably going to have a chance to win this thing, barring the Bears just coming out of a bye and just dancing all over Joe Witt Jr. in Washington. But because of short fields after kickoff returns, because of kickers now being able to boot 50 and 60-yard field goals, so teams are actually going for a few of these 4th and 3, 4th and 4s less in no man's land, because of the nature of the game now, if you look at it, actually yards per game are trending down. Yards per play has always been the better metric.
There's just fewer yards available to you with starting field position.
Which is why I wanted to do yards per play. You guys wouldn't see eye to eye with me on that. So for the fun of the exercise, I will take the bet. But yards per play actually tells you the effectiveness of the offense. Yards per game is kind of a game script thing that doesn't really... They could have 279 yards going into the fourth quarter
and run roughshod
and had a field day on Washington.
Yeah. I mean, so 12 teams in the NFL right now are averaging more than 350 yards per game. Washington is 13th at 349. A bunch of teams are in the upper 340s. So against a defense that has, what's a common way to put it, struggled to stop the pass, might be a decent day for them to get over. So I think there's a push and pull there. You're right. Yards per game are down.
Yeah, 350 is what used to be 400.
Yes.
You know, it's basically like 5 years ago, 8 years ago. What is 350 now was like 395 back then. There's just fewer yards in games because there's so many on special teams. And there's other ways where they're coming and kicking, punting. Things have just changed so much. But I've got confidence in Ben Johnson and the Bears. They're going to have a great day. Is it going to suffice the technicality? Is it going to win this stupid bet? I don't know, but I know that he's going to draw it up. I know that his quarterback is going to do a fake flea flicker or fake fall down or some point. So here's what we're looking for. A Commanders win with Ben Johnson dialing up some trick plays. I want aesthetic offense. Give me a 44-34 ball game with the Commanders winning on Monday Night Football. That's what we're all looking for, I think.
So even though, like you said, 349 and the hook seems kind of unrealistic based off of how statistics are now.
You'd be a top 10 offense if you did that now.
The Commanders' defense allows 352 yards per game right now. Total defense.
That's with a couple terrible opponents in there.
It's a good nugget.
So it kind of evens it out a little bit. I would think. You know, there's a chance.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's not like they're going against Green Bay or Houston or someone with one of those good defenses. It's Washington, right? They'll throw it just fine.
You would think that that's going to help.
Yeah.
For sure.
You're going to be able to say his name all your little heart desires.
Oh, and I will.
You'll be just fine.
Don't you worry. Now, the Commanders should win the football game. I need them to win. They're the team we care about. But I would like to see Ben Johnson have a day. Just dial it up. But you know why? It's because
what'll it do for you if he does?
Nothing, really. I mean, you hate him for no reason.
I got a decent reason.
Toby hates him for no reason. I think you should both grow up a little bit and move on.
I'm very grown up. I'll root against him forever.
Now
that's pretty easy.
Clary hates him because he was mean to Jared
He abandoned Jared
one time. Literally, that's why Clary hates him. Darius, I don't think has any feelings either way toward him. But
yeah, I don't really have.
Think about Danny doesn't like him because he was mean to Washington that time. That's why he doesn't like him, because he called them on the plane when they were coming to get him, and he's like, screw this guy forever.
Yeah, mean isn't the right word. It's classless and pathetic. He doesn't act like a leader is supposed to act. He let out a bunch of basketball guys. Well, not for me. Glad you got a chance to have an earlier offseason than we did when we whooped your ass in Detroit. But the classlessness, it's very Josh McDaniels-y. Saying, I don't like Josh McDaniels because he took a different job. I mean, when you oversimplify it like that, it sounds like it's way worse. You can't do that to people, right? They're interested in you. That is it's what a child does. That's not a mature adult type behavior. So yeah, I put him in a category where I know exactly who you are. Great offensive mind, maybe the best in the sport right now.
But to hate him forever?
Oh yeah,
I don't know, man.
It's pretty easy. Who do you do it to? He did it to us. So yeah, I've got you categorized.
21 points in the first half, 31 in the game. Made a couple of trick calls that backfired on him for sure, and got Jared Goff, where Goff was throwing the ball to the wrong team constantly, and
you got Goffed.
Fumbled for some reason with nobody around him. If you remember
that's
that
the Goff special, isn't it?
Play, like he got Jared Goff big time, but that was still they didn't lose that game because of Ben Johnson.
No, not at all.
If you want to bash Ben Johnson, you go for it, but you're lying to yourself if you think that the 31-point, 521-yard performance by the Lions in the playoffs last year. Yeah, let's talk trash to Ben Johnson. Pack your bags. 521 yards they had in that game, and his quarterback couldn't start throwing up on himself long enough for them to win the football game.
Well, my favorite play was when Jared Goff threw the second interception, Mikey Sanders. Oh, wait. That was Jamison Williams, right?
It was. It was Jamison Williams.
Great trick play, Ben.
Hang your hat on that one. 521 yards on your ass. All day long, up and down the field. Dragging your ass up and down the field.
This is not our ass. This is your ass. You're a Commanders fan, GP.
I am.
You're not
This
a
is
Ben
true.
Johnson. It's ours. It's ours. Jared
Okay.
Goff is mine, but
I
you
don't
can
say
have the
we
rest.
or our, but sure.
That's fine.
I'm a fan of the team. It's the team I was rooting for. Gave up 521 yards. And thank God that your Lord and Savior, Jared Goff, had the worst game that anyone could have possibly ever had.
Read those numbers again, real quick. How many yards was it? How many touchdowns? How many points?
521
That's
yards
right.
and 31 points.
It's a lot of points.
A lot of turnovers, too. Pretty schemed up points and yards for sure. Let's go to Joshua in Upper Marlboro. Hello, Joshua.
Oh, hello,
How are
Josh.
you?
I cannot believe what's happening here. Danny, do you hear this? He is
Of course.
lowering the bar and lowering expectations
I know, he's
for
sandbagging.
his beloved.
Yeah.
I am not.
So,
I took the bet.
So, Josh-
I took your stupid bet.
Yesterday, 350 was too low, and all of a sudden,
I never
now
said
it's
it was
like
too low.
So high.
They said it was too low.
Everybody said it was too low, and now all of a sudden, listen, this is supposed to be the love child of Doogie Howser and Albert Einstein, Grant. If he cannot exceed the ninth team in the league and get over 350 yards, then what are we even talking about?
Well,
This
he's
is
in his
supposed to be-
infancy with a bad offense and a nubby quarterback.
He's in his infancy.
Yes.
Would that have been okay if he was still in his infancy performing like this for Washington, if he was here
Sure.
with a 1-4 start?
You think I would be
Absolutely.
bashing Ben Johnson if he was here?
Josh, I
no
think
chance.
the biggest reason it's not just that he was
Thank you, Josh.
classless and just a little twerp dealing with Washington. It's how much Grant loves him. That's really what this is. So, like a lot of times, my hatred for the Cowboys and Eagles. Yes, I find those teams loathsome and so irritating. It's the fans. That's what this has turned into. That's what this is. This is your Dallas Cowboy fandom type moment. That's what this is. That's what it's turned into.
Ben Johnson alert.
And now you're cutting me off with the
Ben
alert.
Johnson alert.
That's what's happening.
You earned it. You referenced the Cowboys for some reason. I don't know what that was about.
Well, it's your fandom. Because again, it's like no coach has ever had a post game speech, and you're like, look, like holding the phone,
Again.
showing me, like, look at this post game speech,
Not a
isn't it
thing.
great? It's a post game speech.
You
Ben
act
Johnson
like
alert.
I'm
Ben
working
Johnson
here,
alert.
doing a Clary Goff bit. Like, have a cup of Ben with me.
You want some
to
Goff?
Come to the kitchen. Let's have some Johnson together. That sounds weird. Let's have some Ben together.
I'm
in the
going to
kitchen.
say no to that one.
Yes, please do. But you know how he does his bit.
I know I do. Yeah, you get a cup of
Here's
coffee.
a cup of coffee. Oh, my coffee. That's not a thing.
Yeah.
I acknowledge correctly, as a man who appreciates good offense,
Mm-hmm.
that he dials it up. There's a lot on the line here.
There is a lot on the
Because I
line.
want you all to know, it's not going to happen on Tuesday. If the Bears end up having a great offensive day, we're going to chop up Washington. We're going to get to the bottom of things. We're going to fix some problems. These are our guys. We got to figure out what we need to figure out.
But you'll be smiling the whole time,
But on
won't you?
Tuesday, I'm coming for all your asses. Just so you know, it's happening. The amount of Ben Johnson talk will be bountiful, it will be painful, and it will not be over quickly. Okay? There will be a lot of Ben Johnson sounders, so you better hold him under 350.
So buckle up.
Better do it or buckle the hell up because Ben Johnson will be coming for that ass. I will have Ben Johnson on the show on Wednesday just to cut a promo. Okay? And I want him to call out Danny, especially Toby. I mean, Toby should appreciate good offense. The guy punted in college, for Christ's sake. And Ryan hates him because he didn't say hi to Jared Goff.
He left Goff at the altar.
Now, I will acknowledge, I think he has come off like an absolute child at times and like a poor sport loser. I think he is definitely, he's got like tendencies about his makeup and personality that is not for me at all. But he can call some offense. Joe Witt, a lot on the line here, buddy.
A lot on the line, Mr. Witt.
How about this? I'll have to do a Joe Witt alert for the rest of the season.
Oh, my God.
Let's do that.
The way that we live is not for everybody.
The way Ben calls plays is not for
520
your
yards, sir. Can we clean that up a little bit?
It's not, all right? Because we're going to run and put our bodies on people.
521 against this defense last time out.
Yeah.
Now, different players.
Yeah.
He doesn't have Jared Goff. He doesn't have Amon-Ra St. Brown and Sam Laporta and Jameer Gibbs.
Look out for 15. That's a Dunze. He's been open a lot. Cover him.
349.5 in a loss. That's what we're looking. That's my parlay. Commanders money line. Bears over 350.